Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. This is Azlina. Welcome once again to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I really appreciate it. So for today's quilling video tutorial, I'll share with you how I made this 235 quilling flower. The reason why I named this flower 235 is because it is made of three different sizes of quilling paper. There's 2 mm, 3 mm, and 5 mm. I've never combined three different sizes of quilling paper in one quilling flower before, so this is my first time making a flower this way. Now let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. First of all, I will start by making the biggest layer of the flower using the 5 mm soft pink quilling papers. For this one, you will need 12 soft pink quilling papers to make 12 soft pink teardrop shapes. So you need to first make the basic quilling coil and insert it in the circle number 7 of the circle template. After making the teardrop shape, I would glue the top part of it to make sure that the pattern created inside the quilt teardrop won't move around. This way, all your quilt teardrops will have a more uniformed look. Once the glue on all the soft pink quilt teardrops are dried, you can now wrap them with a contrasting color of quilling paper. I'm using a dark shade of pink for this one. Now you need to make 6 quilt hearts with all the 12 quilt teardrops. I think I've never done a tutorial on how to make a simple quilt heart before, so this is how it's done. Very easy, right? Just glue 2 quilt teardrops together and you'll get yourself a simple quilt heart. Okay, now you can glue all the quilt hearts together to form the first layer of the quilling flower. I like to make the quilling flower look a little more 3D by forming the shape on this plastic mold here, which is actually the bottom part of a mineral bottle that I cut up from. I really love using this a lot. I don't have a marble or anything round and heavy to place on top of the flower. I only have this pencil sharpener. It's quite heavy and I can balance it on the flower. Whatever works for you, you know. I have this and this is what I use. It works for me really well. For the second layer of the quilling flower, basically you just need to repeat the same thing like you did for the first layer, except for the second one you only need to use one color of quilling paper. No need to wrap the quilt teardrops at all. And of course the size of the quilt teardrops is a little smaller. I'm using the 3 mm quilling papers for this and circle number 5 of the circle template. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make this teardrop shape using a 2mm quilling paper. So when I first started experimenting with 2mm quilling papers, I had a difficult time making flowers that has the same shape, like how I would make flowers using 3mm or 5mm quilling strips. It's easier. I'll tell you why I have problem with it. As you can see here, there's one coil inside this circle template, and I can't pick it up like how I would easily pick it up using a 3mm quilling strip or 5mm, because it has the height. Because it's 2mm, it's very difficult to pick it up without ruining the shape or messing with the shape. Even if I were to pick it up with the tweezer, it's difficult. So the trick is to use a sponge. I'll show you how I do it. First, I would fold in half this quilling strip, because to make one petal I only use half of the strip. Okay, so make a simple coil. And then I'll place the template on top of the sponge, and I let the coil expand inside the circle there. Alright, so when I want to pick it up, what I do is I would push down the circle template. As you can see, when I push it down, it's easier for me to pick it up with my fingers, or to pick it up with a tweezer is not a problem anymore. So that's the trick. This way I could make any size flower I like with the 2mm quilling paper. Okay, so now we're gonna do the heart shape. Don't have to press too hard. Wait for a few seconds, and it's done. So make 6 heart shapes so that we can make the flower at the top. Alright. Alright, so now that the flower is done, the glue is all dried up. The last thing that we need to do is add some bling bling in the center of the flower. So the bling bling that I used is for this flower. I ran out of it. It's this one, so I'm out of it, but I could replace it with this one. It has the same color, but the pattern, the cutting is a bit different. This one is prettier actually. Anyway, so since I ran out of this one, I'm gonna use this new one instead. I could just, you know, paste it on the flower, but I'd rather add some strong glue to make sure that it won't come off. Put some uhu. Oops. Right at the center. Okay. Alright, it's all done. I really like this one though. Compared to this one. This one is a bit too simple. Anyways, I really hope you guys will give this a try. It's very simple, isn't it? So till we meet again in another video, another quilling video. Thank you so much for watching. Do share this video with your loved ones, with those who enjoy doing quilling as well. Alright? Thank you so much. Bye.